right, everybody. The third time's the charm this morning, right? Let's hope so. I'm Peter Galt with the Pete Talks Job Show. We are going to forego the entire intro because I can edit that in later for the podcast and radio airplay. Of course, everybody you know here live on the Human Resources Group. Sometimes things go great live. Sometimes they don't, and that's okay. We're learning every week, trying something a little bit different, another different type of setup. Once again, we've got the nice big screen over here so I can see if anybody happens to jump in on this. But let's get jumping right into this today. We have a lot to talk about and not a lot of time left to do it because things just haven't gone to plan this morning. So let's get rolling here if we can. Now, the Pete Talks Job Show, again, it is a live streaming podcast here on the Human Resources Group every Wednesday morning, but also reaches out to a little over 112,000 listeners every week. And we're going to jump right into jobs this morning. Very, very first jobs we are going to mention are actually with Alliance Workforce, Lewis King. Alliance Workforce has a need for electrical wire assemblers. Alliance Workforce is a temporary employment agency. They have a client over in Bloomington, Illinois. They have a need for actually electrical wire assemblers Monday through Thursday, first and second shifts, and then Friday and Saturday, 12-hour shifts. If you are interested in an experienced electrical wire assembler, you can reach out to Lewis King. You can find Alliance Workforce right here on Facebook if you're on Facebook watching. You can also give them a call, 630-855-5812. Whoops, nope. 630-855-5821. That is 5821 at the end. Or visit their website, alliancewf.com. That's www.alliance, ALLIANCEWF as in force.com. Check out what they have. They also very often post their job postings on Facebook in the northwest suburbs of Chicagoland Career Opportunities job posting group. I know that's a long name for a Facebook group, but if you go to Northwest Suburbs of Chicagoland Career Opportunities, you can click to join. I think there's a couple of questions to ask, and you can see Lewis King's postings for Alliance and many, many more. Next, we're going to mention very quickly Busy Bees Cleaning. They have been looking for part-time cleaning techs for residential services. You must pass a background check, have a clean driving record. They're looking for people who are team players and very willing to learn. They will train. If you want to learn more about becoming a cleaning tech, a part-time cleaning tech for Busy Bees Cleaning, go to www.bizzy, B-I-Z-Z-Y, bees, B-E-E-S, cleaning, CLEANING.net. That's N-E-T. So www.busybeescleaning.net. Check out the opportunities they have there. They are based in Lake in the Hills, Illinois. So you can also give them a call at 224-770-1406. That's 224-770-1406. Or email them BusyBees, L-I-T-H, that's B-I-Z-Z-Y, B-E-E-S-L-I-T-H @gmail.com. Now, right up front, usually I think these folks are at the end, but they do have a fairly urgent need. So right up front, everybody, Little City, littlecity.org, O-R-G. Go there to their website, check them out. They are hiring for home aides, DSPS, CNAs. You do have to be at least 21 years old, possess a current valid driver's license, have your high school diploma or GED. Beyond that, no experience is required. They even offer paid training. So if you're interested in, you're new to the career world, new to the workforce, or you want to learn something new, do something new, maybe you're feeling a little burned out on what you've been doing, reach out to Little City. Go to littlecity.org or give them a call 847-417-1812. And again, that's Little City. They have career opportunities in Lake County, Illinois, and McHenry County, Illinois. So if you're in any of those areas, would love to, maybe you already are, but love to become a home aide, a DSPS, or a CNA, reach out to them. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to talk with you. Now, we're going to talk about Jewel Osco. And if you are in the Illinois, Indiana, or Iowa states, you'll probably recognize that name, Jewel Osco. We were there in, Spring Grove, Illinois, not too long ago, my wife and I. Really enjoy going there. JewelOsco.com. They actually have career positions in, again, Illinois, Indiana, and Iowa. And that includes retail store positions, pharmacist positions, retail store management career opportunities, driver opportunities, supply chain positions, and corporate division positions. If you're interested, go to JewelOsco.com, click careers. Now, even on their website, it does mention, and is important for them to note, that Jewel Osco participates in the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's E-Verify program. Now, also, as also noted on their website, it is important to note that Jewel Osco itself is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Department of Homeland Security, but simply wants all applicants to know and be aware and when that they participate in E-Verify. And when employers do participate, because right now for the private sector employers, which is everybody unless it's a government entity, participating in E-Verify, that program is completely voluntary. But if you do, you actually are required to post the fact that you participate. Now, again, Jewel Osco, Illinois, Indiana, or Iowa. Next up, we have one of my favorite local stores, and I was surprised to learn that they are this big. But we have Big R. Now, Big R is also right here in McHenry where we stream, and they have opportunities all across the U.S. from alphabetically and in alphabetical order. I'm not going to list all the U.S. states, but all the way from Alabama to Wyoming. So the entire United States. Now, additionally, they also have career opportunities in American Samoa, all the way to Guam, even up in Canada. But focusing in on the U.S., because the Pete Talks Job Show does focus on employers who are in the U.S. hiring for U.S.-based career opportunities, as well as for U.S.-based career seekers. We are going to focus on a few of the roles they actually have listed on the Big R website. Now, they actually have opportunities all across the U.S., but right here locally on the website, you could go to bigr.com, choose locally, even from McHenry, Illinois. They have part-time and full-time career opportunities open, listed as assistant store manager, cashiers, clothing associates, courtesy associates, lawn and garden, personnel clerk, sporting goods associate, and again, all full and part-time opportunities available. You can go to McHenry. They're right over here at 1860 North Richmond Road in McHenry, Illinois. You can give them a call, 815-385-0606. You can even email the McHenry store directly at mchenry@bigr.com. Or again, just go to bigr.com, check out their careers page, no matter where you are, and see what kind of opportunities they might have that you might be interested in. Now we're going to talk a bit about a group we talked about last week, as a matter of fact, for the first time in a while. And they're back in our lineup, back in the roster. And just so you understand, employers, when you sponsor your jobs on the Pete Talks Job Show, you actually get to start and stop your sponsorship periods. Employers subscribe to sponsor their jobs for 3 months, 6 months, or a full year. If you need to stop for a bit, you just shoot a note, say, hey, Pete, don't mention us again. Even if you've got, you're halfway through your 3-month subscription, so 6 weeks in, and you've got 6 weeks left, but you need to take a pause, just say, hey, pause us for a moment. We'll let you know when to pick back up, or take a pause through this period because our recruiters handling responses are on vacation. I've had that happen. Not a big deal at all. You just let us know when to resume and we pop you right back into the rotation. Now, getting back to this, TransForce. TransForce is actually a national truck driver staffing firm. Now, they actually provide truck drivers and nationwide logistics staffing throughout 26 states in the U.S. And we're going to go through these. Their corporate office is in Alexandria, Virginia. The phone number to TransForce is 800-308-6989. Their website is transforce.com. That's TransForce.com. Check them out. They always have home daily as well as regional route positions available and are always looking for professional Class A and Class B CDL drivers. Now, I'm going to read through all 26 states where they have opportunities. So get out your pens or your pencils and your crayons, whatever it might be. Get ready to write these down and then contact TransForce if you are a Class A or B driver. Are you ready? Here we go. We've got Alabama, Arizona, California, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Maryland, Missouri, Mississippi, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. Now, I did that a little quickly. If you didn't catch it, don't worry. I'm going to read through them one more time. But again, we're talking about career opportunities, driver career opportunities, CDL A and B licensed professional drivers for transforce.com. Again, if you're a driver and you want to drive, but you want to be home every day, they do have home daily routes available. If you're a long haul driver and don't mind regional positions or regional driving ops, you don't mind traveling across state or interstate, they have those opportunities as well. So one more time, all 26 states, and I did, does that look like 26 to you? We have 26 states to list. If I'm going to use my fingers, I'm going to use them properly, I suppose. Are you ready to write these down one more time? We've got Alabama, Arizona, California, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Illinois in the Chicagoland region, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Maryland, Missouri, Mississippi, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. There we go. All right, big, deep breath. Are we ready to keep going here? Our next employer is the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. They actually are owned by the Forest County Potawatomi tribe over in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The Potawatomi Hotel and Casino is at 1721 West Canal Street, and that's Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 53233. Now, they actually have a lot of roles open. We're going to mention one in particular right now. But if you're not interested in this, but would be interested in working for the Potawatomi or with the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino, I can tell you how to do that in a little bit. They actually employ more than 1,000 people in the Milwaukee area. Right now, one of the key things open is a media buyer. They need someone who can gather information from media vendors, including rates, avails, deadlines, etc. Input avails in their media buying planning software program, perform daily maintenance of media schedules, conduct market research, maintain up-to-date research, assist in the organization and execution of secured promotional opportunities. Now, they actually have quite a few other things listed because this position is also listed on LinkedIn. So if you're on LinkedIn and would love to get into a media buyer role, go to LinkedIn, search media buyer or search Potawatomi Hotel and Casino in the LinkedIn job search area, and you'll find this, and you can read the whole. It's a very long description they have. They do have a few job requirements listed. I'm only going to go over the three main ones, the top three on their list, because it's a very, very long list. But the number one is a bachelor's degree in business, marketing, communications, or related field, plus 2 years of related experience. Or absent that, if you don't have the degree and the 2 years of experience, they would like to have got it right this time, 4 years of advertising agency, marketing agency, or PR, perhaps even PR agency experience, with one of those 4 years including experience in planning and media buys. That's preferred. Okay, that's number one on the job requirements. Number two are general office skills, the use of standard office equipment, general knowledge of Microsoft Office, because they use all of that. Word, Excel, etc., etc., etc. Number three is the use of strong organizational skills and managing multiple job duties. So those are the top three. Again, they have a very long description for the media buyer role listed on LinkedIn. Go check it out. Or you can go to paysbig.com/careers. That's paysbig.com/careers, paysbig.com/careers. And again, they employ over 1,000 employees. They were founded in 1991, and they actually have career opportunities available in over 30 different departments. Insurance benefits, all kinds of things. If you're looking for full-time, part-time, you're in the Milwaukee area, would really love an opportunity to take advantage of these roles, let them know. Go to, again, paysbig.com/careers, or you can always go to their Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Check out their HR offices. The main address is 1721 West Canal Street, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 53233. Now we're going to mention, and a few weeks ago, Jeff was back on our show as a guest. Jeff is actually he's the recruiting and development specialist with Shelter Insurance. And right now, through Shelter Insurance, Jeff is looking for their next great insurance agent. He's looking for people who are outgoing, enthusiastic, entrepreneurial in their work style, people who love talking to people and helping people. Those are the key things for this particular role. Prior insurance experience is not necessary. If you have it, that's great. It's fine. It's welcome. What he really enjoys doing and meeting are people who have been prior business owners themselves, and for whatever reason are now looking for a new career opportunity. Again, that entrepreneurial work style is a rather big deal, because you don't have someone constantly looking over your shoulder in this role. Once they train you, your first 3 months are pretty intensive. They get you up to speed. Jeff spends a couple of weeks with you. Then you actually go to their corporate office in Missouri for about 10 days, come back, work with your district manager for about a month, then go back again for about 10 days. So it does require a little bit of travel right at the beginning of your career with them, the first 3 months. And this, again, is for an insurance agent role for their Algonquin, Illinois location, which covers the general McHenry County area that we're in and we stream from right now. If you're interested in this, reach out to Jeff. You can find Jeff right here on Facebook if you're watching on Facebook Live. You can search Jeff. You can actually send Jeff an email directly, which he is happy to respond to right away. jferguson@shelterinsurance.com. That's jferguson@shelterinsurance.com. You can also give him a call. He loves it when his phone rings. 815-347-3953. That's 815-347-3953. And you can even learn more about the Shelter Insurance Company by going to shelterinsurance.com. So next, we are going to, again, stay local right here in the McHenry County area. And we're going to talk just very, very quickly about Home State Bank. based in Crystal Lake, Illinois. They've been looking for switchboard operators and customer service reps. I even believe, and I forget which location, I was just talking with them and I didn't write it down. I apologize. They are looking for a branch manager as well for one of their locations. Again, I believe it's local McHenry County area, local McHenry. I'm thinking maybe it's even the Lake in the Hills location. Go to their website, check it out. Home State Bank, and it's homestbk.com. That's home, S as in state, T as in Tom, B as in bacon, K as in kite.com. homestbk.com. Hit their careers button, and you can see all the opportunities they have available. Check them out. Now, we're actually going to go and talk about a company all the way in Nevada. And actually, as a matter of fact, the company itself has its headquarters in Honolulu, Hawaii. How about that? That's pretty cool. Now, this is a company called Coastal Medical Supply, and you can learn all about them on their website at coastalcpap.com. That's coastalcpap.com. And they're looking for a general manager for their Henderson, Nevada location. And that role is responsible for the oversight of day-to-day operations and will report directly to the CEO and CFO. Duties include oversight of the customer service department, billing and collections, inventory, and personnel management at locations in both Nevada and Hawaii. Now, the ideal candidate will also help develop their marketing program as they expand into new areas as well. Now, you can apply on LinkedIn as well for this one, and you can search General Manager, Coastal Medical Supply, or Opportunities in Henderson, Nevada on LinkedIn. Hit the Easy Apply button, and that's really simple, super simple to do on LinkedIn. And what happens is if you do the Easy Apply on LinkedIn, and this is for any LinkedIn job, it basically collects the data off your LinkedIn profile and submits that, boom. Because your LinkedIn profile is essentially a resume, and that's what a lot of employers consider your LinkedIn profile to be. But anyway, Easy Apply button, or you can visit their website again, www.coastalcpap.com. So it's coastalcpap.com, or give them a call. Now, when you're calling, you're actually calling their Honolulu, Hawaii office. So make sure that if you're here in the contiguous U.S., that you understand what Hawaii time is. Their Hawaii office is open between the hours of 8:30 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. 8:30 to 5:30 Hawaii time, Monday through Friday. So give them a call, 808-545-2500. Again, that's 808-545-2500. Tell them, hey, I'm really interested in that general manager role for your Henderson, Nevada location. Would love to talk to you about that. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to hear from you. Now we're going to reel things back in, sort of, because our next employer is also all across the states, the entire U.S. So I say reel it back in because they are also a fairly well-known local employer. They've got locations here in McHenry, Crystal Lake, I believe that's Fox Lake. From where we live, we even go to occasionally the one right up in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. I live in Illinois, but right on the border. And again, we broadcast and stream right here in McHenry, Illinois. Now, they are Home Depot. I don't know if did I say that a moment ago? Maybe I did. Home Depot. But they are, again, all across the U.S.A. Now, you can go to their website, careers.homedepot.com. Again, that's careers.homedepot.com. Now, on their careers website, when I checked again, I check every now and then for them, they still had over 22,000 live, it says 22,000 live results for career opportunities all across the USA. If you need a job, you're looking for a job, whether it's supplemental, additional, full-time, you just want to change and you love Home Depot, And I know my wife loves Home Depot. We're in there at least probably every 4 to 6 weeks because there's always something to do around the house. When she says, hey, we're going to Home Depot, she's excited because something's going to get done. And while I like Home Depot, I know that it means that's a trip to the chore store for me. So which is great. It's fine. And they've got everything you need to fix everything around your house. And we've actually been working on our backyard. We started last summer, and we have now this summer to get things done and finished. And now that it's finally kind of warming up here in Illinois, it was 32 this morning here in Illinois, and I know it's the end of March, but that's pretty good for Illinois. No snow, 32, that's pretty warm right now. So we're enjoying this exit from the deep freeze. Even though 32 is technically freezing, we're warming up. But I digress, and because I wound up getting myself talking about my chores at home. So back to Home Depot, which is why I'm talking about my chores at home. They actually have career opportunities all across the U.S. We need pro account sales associates in York, Pennsylvania. They need an assistant store manager in training in Reston, Virginia. They need a department supervisor in Mansfield, Massachusetts. They need home services project specialists in Johnston, Rhode Island. They need a manager of online copywriting in Atlanta, Georgia. Assistant protection specialist in Boulder, Colorado. And then in the list, again, 22,000 live plus results. List goes on and on and on. And those aren't the only positions in those locations. That's just a tiny sampling. Pennsylvania, Virginia, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Georgia, Colorado. I imagine they have career opportunities right here locally if you're someone locally catching the Pete Talks Job Show, which is cool because this does get shared out in local Facebook groups as well. There are a number of Facebook groups that I admin beyond just the human resources group. But if you happen to be catching it on one of the other groups and are interested in the human resources group, that's for anyone with hiring or people management responsibilities. There are over 13,000 members on the human resources group. And a lot of them, a big bulk of them are actual HR pros, which is what my big professional background is in HR. I even still do a little HR consulting for very select clients. But go check that group out. But also employers, check out all these other job posting and job listing groups on Facebook. And if you want to sponsor your jobs on the Pete Talks Job Show, shoot me a note, petetalksjobs@gmail.com. Again, super simple, super easy. Your sponsorships work like subscriptions, 3 months, 6 months, or a year. You turn it off and on as you need it. And as far as recruiting costs go, it's incredibly inexpensive. It works out to just $50 a week. And I know that's crazy low based on what it costs to actually recruit these days. But certainly as a supplemental reach, again, Pete Talks Jobs, just on the podcast alone, we reach out every week to a little over 112,000 listeners. It's wonderful. It's amazing. I'm so thankful. And here we're going to mention one more before we get to friends of the podcast. And I need to get focused. I chased a couple of squirrels this episode. My apologies. Libertyville Manor Extended Care. They are looking for second shift CNAs. Libertyville Manor Extendedcare.com is the website. The entire company name. Libertyville Manor Extendedcare.com. Whole company name. Go check them out. They need CNAs, especially second shift. They just opened a whole new wing. They have to staff that. You can give them a call. One of the best ways to reach them during office hours right now, you could give them a call, 847-367-6100. Goodness, excuse me, I'm sorry. 847-367-6100. Give them a call. You can also email your resumes, Laura, L-A-U-R-A, at libertyvillemanor.com. That's shorter. It's an email address, Laura at libertyvillemanor.com. Or you can stop in and ask for an application. They are at 610 Peterson Road, Libertyville, Illinois. Now that is, if you're familiar with the area, Peterson Road and Route 137 are the same thing. And you have the Route 137 and Milwaukee Avenue intersection, Peterson Road, Milwaukee Avenue intersection. And if you're going, if you're heading west, coming from out east, heading west, Libertyville Manor will be about a half-mile west of that intersection on your right. If you're coming from the McHenry County area heading east, they will be on your left, maybe about a half-mile on your left, after you come out of the little Peterson Road 137 merge. So check them out, go there, pay them a visit. If you'd love to work in their environment, really be caring, helpful, and support the long-term residents, the extended care residents that they have there. You've got your CNA background, give them a call and stop in. Now we're at Friends of the Podcast, and we're a little technically past the bottom of the hour. And I'm checking the big screen here for my time. A little past the bottom of the hour. We have a few friends of the podcast to mention. Friends of the podcast can support the podcast. We're extremely thankful, super grateful for their help. I actually have one of the friends of the podcast coming to the studio at 10:30 this morning, which is about just, I got started a little late today, so I've got about less than 25 minutes to finish up here. Don Sivesind. Don is the founder and president of Action Result Services, and we love Don's friendship here at the Pete Talks Job Show. You can learn all about Action Result Services by going to the website actionresultservices.com, and that's you can also give Don a call, 815-276-7511. 815-276-7511. And Don actually helps small businesses by teaching them the marketing conversion equation, the MCE, which basically means that they help you dramatically increase revenues and profits. And Don knows what he's doing, knows what he's talking about. Additional friend of the podcast, Jamar Sawyer of SMS Solutions, Inc. They are a full-service staffing agency, temp agency in Waukegan, Illinois. 847-461-4344, 1400 Sunset Avenue, number 5 in Waukegan, Illinois. And you can even go to their website, which is superiormshire.com, and check them out. And if you're someone needing short-term work, or if you're an employer who needs temporary employees in the along that 90 corridor there through Waukegan, Chicagoland up into the Milwaukee region, give Jamar a call. He loves taking care of his clients and really, really loves helping people find work that they need. Additional friends of the podcast include HH Staffing Services. They're down in Florida. They have locations in Sarasota, Tampa, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale as well. They too are a full service staffing company. They do strictly temporary, seasonal. They do temp to hire. They also do direct recruiting, direct search recruiting. If you need support from a Sarasota, Tampa, Orlando, or Fort Lauderdale-based staffing services solution company, reach out to HH Staffing. Darren is the owner. Amazing guy. Really, really cool. hhstaffingservices.com. You can also find them on Facebook just simply by searching HH Staffing Services. You'll find them. They're very, very cool. Additionally, self-proclaimed right here at this table when he was a guest last month is Patrick Kenneally. Patrick is an awesome, awesome guy. Very kind, very helpful. He is the McHenry County State's Attorney. Patrick Kenneally, McHenry County State's Attorney, self-proclaimed friend of the podcast when he was here. I really, really enjoy talking with Patrick anytime I get a chance to. If you need help from the McHenry County State's Attorney's office, get in touch with Patrick. He actually returns phone calls directly, emails directly. Easiest way to get a hold of him is go to their website, grab the phone number, shoot him a note, and the website is McHenry, C-O-S-A-O. That's McHenry, C-O-S-A-O. Stands for McHenry County State's Attorney's Office. But McHenry, COSAO.com. Patrick is an awesome guy. Very, very helpful, very kind. They've done some wonderful work just for the community of McHenry County right here, he and his team there over the past few years. Now, we're moving into job seekers. Job seekers, here we go. we've got a big batch of a big handful of you to talk about here. Brand new to the lineup is Bonnie J. Bertagnoli. I hope I'm saying your last name correctly, Bonnie. Bonnie J. Bertagnoli. She has 13 years of career experience running daycares, child care centers. She now is available as a consultant helping others with their care centers, setting up centers and assisting with admin and accounting setup and full processes as well. If you actually have your own child care daycare center, if you need a consultant to help you with your processes, maybe you're running maybe there's just some things you need to improve. You need somebody who's really very effective and done it for quite a while, can help you through some challenging situations, or you're having an issue with getting your accounting set up. Apparently that can be a difficult area for a lot of child care centers. Reach out to Bonnie. You can shoot her an email. She's available throughout the northern Illinois, northeast Illinois area, Chicagoland area, northeast suburbs, northern suburbs, Chicagoland in general. Bonnie J. Bert at AOL.com. That's BONNIE JBERT at AOL.com. That's her email address. Now, she also has included her phone number, 847-778-5290. 847-778-5290. Now, next up is Daryl, but again, welcome Bonnie to the roundup. Really thrilled to talk about folks anytime they want to send me. And Bonnie just happened to catch the show. She thought, wow, this is great. I'll send you a paragraph on what I do, my contact info, where I'm available for work. That's how simple it is. That's all there is to it. Career seekers, you get to be featured when we've got time at the last half of every hour. As many folks as I can get in, no charge. You don't pay anything to be featured as a career seeker. So welcome, Bonnie. We hope we help you find something within your consulting expertise in child care daycare centers. Next up, Daryl. Daryl Franks, Learning and Development Services Leader. He's experienced in leading corporate training processes, creation and administrating employee development programs, creating and leadership of organizational development initiatives, including planning, implementation, measuring, and getting results. Getting results is the biggest deal from learning and leadership and training programs. That Daryl does that for you. You can reach Daryl at his email address. It's DS as in Sam, F as in Frank, RANKS 62 at gmail.com. That's dsfranks62 at gmail.com. And so you can let both Bonnie and Daryl know, hey, we heard about you on the P-Talks Job Show. Would love to learn more about what you can do, how you can help us out. Now, we're going to mention Jake. We got Jake up next here. And Jake is actually right here in McHenry. He'd love to work locally to McHenry, Illinois. And Jake actually has quality experience in the construction field in both heavy machinery as well as hand tools. He's multi-talented in many construction skills, including demolition, remodeling, and rough framing. He's experienced in the use of heavy machinery, has his Class B CDL license, runs forklifts, skid steers, small cranes, and backhoes. He's been involved in daily communication with clients and supervisors on project objectives, and project status updates. So he's additionally in the construction industry. He's been front-facing customer, working with them directly. If you're interested in what Jake can do for you, shoot him a note, JAKE, M as in Marvin, PIERCE at gmail.com. That's Jake M. PIERCE at gmail.com. Next up, we have Susan Wardell. Susan is actually an experienced procedural writer, has broad knowledge of employee benefits through HR, Employment Benefit Administration, strong project coordination experience, and workplace training experience. If you need a trainer, procedural writer, an HR benefits or employee benefits administrator, reach out to Susan. You can find her via email. Her email is werdellsusan@gmail.com. WERDELSUSAN@gmail.com. Shoot her a note. Say, we'd love to learn how you could help us out. We've got an opportunity here. And folks, remember, if you're a career seeker, even if you're working now, we're happy to help you look for an opportunity. If you just want to change what you're doing, advance your career, shoot me a note. There's no cost to be a featured career seeker. As long as we've got time on the last part of the hour, we're going to talk about you. We're, meaning me, but everybody watching is going to talk about you, share your information, hopefully share this out with hiring employers. We've got Mike. Mike Ayala is a recent graduate from Eastern Illinois University. He's got his bachelor's degree in education. Mike has actually been working and shadowing a general contractor. So again, not in construction, but in manufacturing plants. So if you're a manufacturer and you need someone to identify safety and maintenance gaps, reach out to Mike. He's got a great deal of experience in that, going through plants, identifying safety issues, maintenance issues, gaps in processes, including equipment, building, and then implementing long-term safety maintenance programs, safety maintenance plans. Almost any manufacturer could use that. The preventative maintenance is amazingly cost-effective. Shoot a note to Mike. His email address is MikeAyalaster@gmail.com. That's MikeAyalaster@gmail.com. Next up, we have Glenn Allen Smith. Glenn Allen Smith is an incredibly well-experienced interim C-suite leader. Interim meaning he fills the roles and has filled the role of CEO, COO, CFO, and other C-suite roles while companies go through change or are just starting up. Interim means he's there until you've got everything in order that you need to have in order. Whether you're going through actual role changes in your C-suite lineup, your board of directors are reviewing people, making decisions, but you still need a role filled and you need leadership support while that change is being made. Glenn is a great person to give a call. Now, even if you're a startup and you need initial leadership support, direction, planning, getting your head around where you've got to be, where you've got to go, Glenn is a great person to reach out to. And he's actually been a trusted advisor for over 160 businesses. Again, from startup to companies producing $100 million a year plus in sales. And he's done this across 16 states. So shoot Glenn a note, GLENN @peakgp.com, or give him a call, 224-888-4501. Glenn's number, which he loves his number to ring almost as much as Jeff and Don and everybody else who shared their phone numbers, 224-888-4501. Now, next we do have Gina. Gina is up next. Gina is an incredibly well-experienced human resource generalist. I've even known Gina myself for many years. She's someone I often call when I have something that's puzzling me a bit or maybe outside the routine scope of my experience. In fact, one of those things are performance reviews. As an HR pro, I've never been a fan of those. I've never found them to be conducted effectively by any group. And I have a client that we just finished working up a performance review form. But in the past, Gina is actually very effective at these. But she's also, so I've actually talked to her about those. She's also incredibly effective at recruitment and retention, compensation, employee benefits, payroll administration, performance management, workplace safety, employee relations, separation, offboarding, compliance, and liability. And so if you need a very well-versed human resource generalist, and she actually even does hold her PHR certification, reach out to Gina. Her email address is grindt@sbcglobal.net. That's grindt@sbcglobal.net. And I'm on crunch time here. I've got 6 minutes left, folks. We've got Beth. Beth is actually our very high-level customer service leader, has experience as a lead operator. In addition to processing incoming directory assistant calls, has assisted operators in finding information in super tight time constraints, mentoring new operators, and even assisting supervisors with duties such as scheduling and training. Beth has also provided youth services support as far as assistant support and help with area libraries dealing with kids. Beyond that, Beth has also provided administrative and customer service support for internal police department staff, everything from administrative staff to officers. She's even performed jail matron duties, monitoring inmates. Talk about your tough customers. If you need a real, true professional customer service leader, reach out to Beth. Her email address is hannonhouse1@aol.com. That's hannonhouse1@aol.com. And here we have our incognito, they're not really a mystery candidate, but someone who is, and this, again, if you're currently employed and looking, we can do this for you too. As people who are currently employed and looking, we assign you a moniker. This is Miss K. The K has nothing to do with her name, but Miss K is an experienced clinical researcher. If you need someone like that, shoot me a note, PeteTalksJobs@gmail.com. I'll put you in touch with Miss K. She has experience with conducting phase 2 through 4 CNS clinical trials, assisting primary investigators with study procedures. She's been responsible for patient recruitment and screening new patients for current studies and performing EKG and phlebotomy, as well as being IATA certified. You need someone like Miss K, who's a lead clinical research coordinator or experienced clinical researcher. Shoot me a note, PeteTalksJobs@gmail.com. I'll put you in touch with Miss K. And then very quickly, we have our very last person that we're going to mention here today, because I am at time. And our very last person today is John Dearden. Actually, John's right at the top. Why am I shuffling through all these other notes? John Dearden. John is a technical sales executive, experienced in application engineering, solution-based selling, contract negotiations at all levels, new business development and customer business proposals, territory account and relationship development, appointing, training, and managing customer service. Appointing, training, and managing manufacturers representatives. So if you're a manufacturer and you have a manufacturer's rep network, you need someone to appoint, train, and manage that network, John is the perfect person for you to reach out to. Shoot him a note, john@themultilinegroup.com, john@themultilinegroup.com. And folks, that brings me to time on this episode of the Pete Talks Job Show, which again is what? It's a syndicated podcast that reaches out to a little over 12,000 people every week on the podcast alone. Additionally, we stream over 24/7 WPL, 216 The Net, and also on Facebook. The Human Resources Group has over 13,000 professional peer members on it, and man, we're everywhere. Apple, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Player FM, TuneIn, Listen Notes, Stitcher, Spotify. It's amazing the audience that we're reaching on this. Employers, if you want to expand your recruiting reach, shoot me a note, PeteTalksJobs@gmail.com. We can set you up with a subscription for an employer sponsorship for your job listings. If you just want to be mentioned on the Pete Talks Jobs Show and you want to become a friend of the podcast, the same thing, just shoot me a note. We'll work out a subscription, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Super, super inexpensive. Works out to like $35